common is it to see friends just popping pills during finals?
It's the norm.
Yeah.
Do you actually see them popping pills, or do they just say, I just had an Adderall, so I'm ready to go?
I mean, if you're in the library, you might see someone taking one, or, you know, someone will come out and be like, oh, I just took an Adderall, and I just finished my 5-page paper in 3 hours, you know.
Okay. Oh, if you were to guess, what percentage of your friends use Adderall?
Maybe 15.
15%? Alright.
What percentage of your friends are using Adderall, roughly?
10 to 20%.
What is the percentage of your friends take it, roughly?
Probably say really close to 0.
Okay. What percentage of your friends are using Adderall?
Probably 50%. That might be a little high.
Alright, what percentage of your friends, if you were to guess, take Adderall?
15% maybe. Not very many.
I take the drugs, but the drugs like me. I take the drugs, the drugs.
Many people believe that Adderall should be removed from college campuses, but Adderall is a tool that helps many students focus on and complete their work. Here are some thoughts from students here on campus.
Does anyone think, though, it makes them have a better grasp or understanding of the material?
Yeah, so it makes you more detail-oriented than anything else. If you're detail-oriented and you're focused, everything becomes a lot easier to understand than when you're not on it.
Do you think you study better on Adderall?
Yes.
So, therefore, your grades are better?
Yes.
Alright, what are your thoughts on Adderall?
My thoughts on Adderall, I believe that it helps me study
Okay.
when I take it.
Alright.
I think I concentrate more.
Do you study better on Adderall?
I do. I can barely study without it.
So your grades are a lot better?
Yes.
Adderall?
Do you study better while you're on the Adderall?
Yes.
Do you see an improvement in your grades?
Yes.
Do you think you study better when you're on Adderall, and do you see an improvement in your grades?
Yes, absolutely.
What degree do you think you're able to focus and complete tasks before you use Adderall?
Almost non-existent.
And then using Adderall, you think?
Yeah.
Were you able to focus and complete tasks before you use Adderall?
Yes, but not as well.
Okay. To what degree were you able to focus and complete tasks before you were prescribed Adderall?
Little, yeah.
Alright, to what degree were you able to focus and complete tasks before and after taking Adderall?
A lot better while I was on it. Probably about 75% better focus.
Okay.
Would you define Adderall as a college student's best friend or worst enemy, and why?
I would say both. I would say it's best friend because I have personally shown better test grades with it, but it's not good to take unless you're prescribed to it because it can lead to bad stuff.
Alright, do you define Adderall as college student's best friend or worst enemy, and why?
Best friend, because it makes your effort a lot better.
Do you define Adderall as a college student's best friend or worst enemy, and why?
I don't think it could be your worst enemy, but I think it could definitely benefit someone
Why?
who needs it. Because if someone is actually struggling to study and they really don't have an answer, like Adderall will definitely help you.
I've taken them to study for tests and write papers and things like that. I mean, I've never even been tested for ADD, but they do work.
Lauren, who's a junior, was the only student who told us she has taken the drug without a prescription.
If I've taken it, I can stay awake and I feel productive. I want to be doing what I'm doing.
I understand that it can make boring work actually more interesting.
If I'm not on Adderall, I'll read something and I'm not really interested at all. You're just trying to keep yourself focused. But then you take an Adderall and you all of a sudden are just totally consumed in what you're doing.
As you can see from these interviews, these students believe that Adderall is a great benefit to them. But what about the negatives? Are there things that those who take it should be aware of?
Do you worry about getting addicted to it?
I know that it's an addictive drug, and I have thought about it. And if I ever felt that I needed it, I would,
go and get help for that. I mean, I've never felt like I need Adderall.
What do you guys think? Do you think that kids will be able to just stop cold turkey after they get that diploma?
I think that's yet to be seen. So I think we're kind of the first guinea pig generation that's grown up with this.
My name is Sharon Maurer. I'm a licensed mental health counselor in the state of Indiana. I've also been asked whether I would put Adderall in the same category as cocaine. To me, cocaine is much more highly addictive, whereas Adderall, if taken under the care of a medical doctor and used only as prescribed, it is not addictive.
Do you feel that you're dependent on taking Adderall?
No.
Alright, do you think Adderall is addictive?
To some people, yes. To some people, no. To me, no.
Alright, do you feel you're dependent on Adderall?
No.
Okay. Do you personally feel that Adderall is an addictive drug?
No. Not to me, at least, unless you have an addictive behavior.
Okay.
Alright, do you think it's addictive?
Yes.
Alright, have you noticed any side effects after taking it?
I'm not hungry, and I forget to eat sometimes, but that's the biggest side effect.
Okay. Do you notice any side effects after you take it?
The day after, you're tired and hungry, but besides that, no.
It is addictive in the way that, you know, for people that are not taking it to combat any neurological issues, it is addictive.
Right.
And I think it's addictive to the people that are taking it because it's making them more, quote-unquote, normal in everyday life. So, yes.
Everybody's trying to get an edge, and I mean, if you can take a pill that will help you study all night to get that grade you need, I mean, a lot of people don't see why they wouldn't do it.
Also, I've been asked to comment on whether students should be tested for illegal use of Adderall. There really is no short answer to that, but if they are using Adderall and they feel it helps them, and it can be discovered through testing, then this might be one way to get them to fess up to it and maybe get them to a doctor and to take it legally. I believe if it's helping them, then it's probably medically necessary.
Do you think neuro-enhancing drugs should be considered cheating when it comes to school?
No, because some people actually do need it.
If that's considered cheating, then any other aid should be considered cheating.
Fair enough.
Okay. Do you think neuro-enhancing drugs should be considered cheating when it comes to school?
No.
Why?
It's not like you're using someone else's brain. It's still my knowledge.
Okay. Do you think the government should restrict the illegal use of Adderall?
No.
Do you think the government should restrict the illegal use of Adderall?
Yes.
Do you think the government should restrict the illegal use of Adderall?
Yes.
Do you think the government should restrict the illegal use of Adderall?
More than it is now.
What do you think they should do? In your opinion?
I think that they should treat it, the illegal use or possession, sale of Adderall, I think should be treated as a felony as it is to possess any other illicit narcotic.
Okay.
Okay. Do you think the government should restrict the illegal use of Adderall?
Restrict the illegal use? They could be a little stricter.
More strict on it?
Does anybody see anything wrong with taking Adderall to focus or to be more productive?
I definitely do. I feel that it's an unfair advantage. If the person next to me that has the exact same schedule takes an Adderall, they can stay up the entire night, know the material, and come in and make a grade better than me.
Does that tempt you to take it?
I mean, it is somewhat tempting, but at the same time, I'm just so proud that I've come this far, and like, I know that when I look at my grades that it's purely by my own ability.
Do you use it legally or illegally?
I use it legally.
Are you using it legally?
No.
Alright, do you use Adderall?
Yes.
Is it legally or illegally?
The one that's against the law.
Alright, thank you.
What do you think of the notion of in the future these kinds of drugs being perfectly acceptable and in fact encouraged
so that we can maximize our potential in terms of our intelligence.
Pray for you well.
That's a big moral question, I think, about how you want to alter your mind, and that's kind of what Adderall is, I guess, is how do you feel about it morally. And I think our general consensus is most people are okay with it.
Adderall is a drug that has great benefits and should be available to more students. Adderall is a safe drug and when used in moderation. Thank you, and have a great day.